Greetings, boils and ghouls, and welcome to another episode of B-Rated. I'm your host, Timothy Von Ghoul. Throughout its history, Holly Blood has often portrayed American Indians as godless, tomahawk-wielding savages. That all changed in 1991 when the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Body Parts and Sciences decided to award its Best Picture Oscar to Kevin Costner's pro-native Dances with Werewolves. In its wake, a trail of teary-eyed filmmakers began producing honest, race-friendly films in a backhanded attempt to reclaim Oscar gold. But then, in 1999, a young pseudonymous upstart named David D. Coteau released Totem, an independent horror film bent on destroying America's newly found appreciation for turquoise jewelry and re-exposing Native Americans as the red devils they truly are. But don't take my worms for it!
That's some good stuff. Hi, let's talk about Totem. Inexplicably drawn to a remote cabin in the woods, 6 sexy teens find themselves trapped in a force field with 3 tin can totems who apparently drew them there so they could be brought back to life, or whatever it is tin can totems do. The teens may hide behind their archetypes of the tough guy, the brooding foreigner, the almost funny jock, and indistinguishable cute girls, 1, 2, and 3, but they are actually adaptable problem solvers capable of understanding and analyzing Native American mysticism with an incredible suspension of disbelief. After cute girl number 3 finds herself the victim of some nebulous attack, she begins to grunt a lot as the Indian guy with the European accent interprets. It turns out that the 3 totems have separated the 16s into 2 teams of 3, the killers and the killed, and that every time one of the killers kills one of the killed, a tin can totem comes to life and bounces around for a while. And also that this ritual apparently occurred 100 years ago but failed, and thus they can find a way to stop it as well, perhaps as the Bible tells them, by burning? Got all that? No? That's okay. Neither did the filmmakers. But the characters did, and they endlessly attempt to make us understand it through scene after scene of pointless inaction and dialogue. And then come the Vikings. That's right, viewers. Vikings.
As the Earth's very soul flickers on the brink of extinction, a warrior tribe stands alone against the destroyers of man.
I was having a dream. That totem thing was in it. And Vikings. Something about a Viking funeral. It's all mixed up.
From here, the film just wants to be over, and it abandons all its previous rules in order to do so. The Indian becomes evil somehow, zombies appear, and love conquers all. I think. To say any more would make this review as indecipherable as the film is, and I feel I've already derailed enough for my main concern, which would be this man. Meet Tyler Anderson, who plays Robert Cole, the brooding Indian in the film. Robert looks like he could possibly be Native American, but he sports a European accent, an all-American name, and calls the guy Paisan. The strangest thing, though, is how these cultural ambiguities seem lost on the rest of the characters, who immediately implicate him in the totem tomfoolery.
What the hell do you know about this thing?
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? That's a totem pole, Robert. Do I see any other Indians around? Nope, just you.
His American name, European accent, and use of Italian epithets point to a jumbled cultural amalgamation brought on by the disavowal of his heritage, of which he claims to know nothing. It's as if Robert spent the majority of his life running from this, breeding within him a quiet indignation, while destroying his ability to make a proper joke.
Nobody here but us chickens. Well, us chickens and...
It would seem that now, since he's trapped with a group of Anglo-Saxons who are relying on his native knowledge to save them from this ancient evil, that he would learn to rediscover and embrace his heritage in order to save them all. Yet in a brash dismissal of form, Totem takes a controversial turn, making Robert the chosen ringleader of the baddies by the end of the movie, bad makeup and all, his discovery leading him to the dark side. Could Totem be telling us that Native American deculturation is a good thing? That to embrace your roots in this country will only demonize you? After all, the Christian Bible is often used as a source of wisdom and guidance for our characters. And in the end, most importantly, in the end, Robert is saved by his love for very white, very American cute girl number 1. In closing, cute girl number 2 pointlessly babbles at one point about how society is an illusion, and we should just focus on the fundamental stuff.
Just the fundamental stuff.
It might have been a good idea for the filmmakers to have taken her advice. Just the fundamental stuff, guys. Just the fundamental stuff. Thanks for listening, and always keep your eyes to the stars.
Normally, this is the part of the show where we supply insufficient insight to the film with interviews from the cast and crew. However, unlike our previous episodes, the cast of Totem was reluctant to speak with us. Here is what their managers said. I spoke to Marissa about the interview, but she's very busy and does not understand your interest in Totem. Jason is under a lot of stress as a result of his recent shoulder surgery and does not wish to be interviewed at this time. Jason is also worried that his appearance on your show will damage his reputation as a working actor. In response to your email, Mrs. Spencer has declined your offer to speak on behalf of Totem, but she is willing to give an interview about her portrayal of Allie from the Beverly Hills 90210 episode, Sibling Rivalry. And in response to your other question, no, she's married. Okay, that last one was fake. We weren't actually able to get a hold of Sasha Spencer's manager, but Sasha, if you're watching, Randy and I just want you to know that we just both think that you are beyond gorgeous, and I don't know, if you ever come to the Detroit area and just want a place to hang out, we have a pretty cool basement over at our parents' house, so we can watch scary movies, eat popcorn. There's a mini fridge, which is pretty rad. We usually keep it full of pop and stuff, you know, no big deal. So, I don't know, just get a hold of us if you want to hang out. I mean, I love you.
So what's the deal here anyway, huh? I mean, they came here. The graveyard was either here or partially here or not here at all. So they built it, or they didn't build it. And then they died, or some died and some left. So my question is this: what does that get us?
Totem is the ultimate paradox. It offers no intellect, but forces you to think. It's epic in scope, but lacks enough material to fill 62 minutes. It has no idea what's going on, but tries over and over again to make sure that you do. And aside from Sasha Spencer's beauty, the film offers no redeeming qualities. There's a brief interracial makeout scene between Chief Tonto Crazy Horse and cute girl number 1, but no payoff.
The Bible.
With that said, I'm giving Totem 0 beers down, which basically means that to understand this film, the viewer needs to be 100% sober. Inebriation will not increase your enjoyment of this film. It'll only leave you feeling surly and confused. So gather your friends, get some brew, rent something else, like The Devil and Max Devlin, starring Bill Cosby and Elliot Gould, and enjoy your screaming. For the Brothers Von Ghoul, thanks for chopping by!
Let me say something like, thanks for listening, and always keep your eyes to the stars. It's what I think is hilarious is when you say something that is like a catchphrase, but you act like it's something you say every time, but it's not at all, and I'm never gonna say it again, and I've never said it before.